Okay, guys, we're gonna do our quick recap today. Today we traded AMRH. It will pull up the 5-minute chart. This is the 5-minute chart. Here you can see that it was trading around 125 pre-market, and it made a huge move up to 489. It pulled back a little bit. Well, it hit around 470. And then it pulled back, bull flag, or actually a micro pullback here on the 5-minute. Entry would have been at 431 for a move up to 489. This is a 5-minute chart. It's a little bit, it looks really clean, but it's actually not as clean because on the 5-minute you have more, it's more of a slower move. On the 1-minute it's a quicker move. You can see a better resolution. So here it hit a high of 489, and you could see that it double topped 489 and it pulled back. So an entry would have been at 459. This level candle to make a new high as soon as the market opens up to 515. So from 460 up to 515, that's a nice little gain up to a high of 530. Now we'll jump into the 1-minute chart and look at the trades that we took today. Let's see. So AMRH 1-minute chart. Okay, so 150 up to high 489. It pulled back here. It was riding VWAP, this orange dotted line, and out of the gates it flushed. Well, right before the gates it flushed down to 405. So from a high of 440 down to 405, 440, 405. So to me, I was like, okay, that's not good. That's pretty. That shows weakness. That shows that this stock can drop pretty hard. So I was kind of hesitating on it. I was not sure if I was going to take the trade. Um, Now another thing that contributed to that was whenever the market opened, my level 2, my platform was lagging. It opened like I didn't see any price action till like 2 seconds after the bell rang, the market bell, and a lot can happen in 2 seconds. So a correct entry would have been a dip buy. Down it hit a low of 425. So as it would have curled up for the move higher, that would have been a good solid dip entry. But I missed it because of that lag on my platform, which it happens every once in a while. It's technology. It's a little glitchy sometimes. So, but I did take this as a dip buy. I ended up jumping in here around this level, right under 450. So it hit a high of 467. It pulled back. I jumped in here right under 450. Sold right under 470. So nice little 20-cent winner right there. And then we had another candle to make a new high. This would have been an entry here above this candle for a move up to 480, and then potentially above this candle to make a new high, another move from 480 up to 515. So I didn't feel that it was safe enough for me to get in because of the way it was trading the level 2. The price action was not as clean. There was a lot of bouncing up and down, up and down. So I ended up buying this as a dip buy for a safer entry. I got in around 480, sold right up here around 490, under $5 from 480 down up to under $5. So nice little 15-20 cent profit there. And then on this one again, trying to jump in on the dip. Low of this candle was 468. And I got filled around 475 and sold up here around 480, 485. Nice little trade there, nothing huge. I was really disappointed right out of the gates. I was wanting to jump in here, so after that I was kind of just on defense mode, I guess you could say, and I was just being really cautious in the way I was trading because I was emotional here. I had FOMO. It's called fear of missing out. I missed this nice little jump out of the gate. So I was like, okay, well, that's not good. I need to kind of cool down and relax, just be patient. So here, um, on this little pullback, I was wanting to get in here at $5 for the candle to make a new high. I was a little distracted. I ended up being a small loss. I got in around 4.99, sold down at 4.96 for this candle to make a new high. The entry would have been at 5 for a move higher, potentially back up to 5.30. And of course, by watching the level 2, you can see whether it's going to work or not, basically, the way it's trading. Well, this one had some sellers, hidden sellers stacked up around $5 mark, and I failed to see that, to recognize it. I jumped in at 5. I immediately saw that it was not going to break, so I stopped out immediately around 4.96. So it's like a little 4-cent loss. That's the way I usually trade. If it doesn't work immediately, I stop out and I get out of the trade and just kind of just be done with it for on that current trade. So here it broke VWAP to the downside. It was just consolidating here. Here it tapped VWAP, which we were watching, and then it failed, and then it came back up to VWAP, and here it was just grinding up. And of course, you could have said, yeah, this is an entry here for a break of this high, but by that time, this 436 was the low. Your entry would have been up here around, let's see, 460. So 25-cent stop. It's risky. So I decided not to take the trade, and I just watched it. And so here we had a little pullback. Entry would have been here at a high 482 for a 1-minute pullback. I got in at 482, actually 480, and I saw that it was not going to break, so I immediately got out. Break even. It was a break even trade again, and as you can see here, it did not work. It hit a high of 485, and then it just failed. It failed pretty hard all the way down to 410, which this was my next entry here at 410. I timed it very nicely. I used my hotkey, the one that I created, to buy 3 cents below the dip, 3 cents above the dip. So whenever you get those hard flushes down, I throw an order to buy on the bid, which is the better price. Got filled there around 410, which was the low of that candle. Sold up here around 420. Nice 10 cents of profit. Of course, smaller share size. Not trading nothing big, but per share wise, it was a good trade, and I believe that was my last trade of the day. Yeah, this last entry at 410 for a move up to 420. So that was it. Again, momentum is hot. I do recommend trading and being guided by somebody or something, some kind of course. Don't just jump in the stocks and trade just because something's moving. Know why you're getting in the stock. Know where you exit. Have a plan before you go in there. These things, some of these, for example, if you short down here, somebody that was to short, and they just jump in here. Let's say they short at $3 because they say, well, this thing's extended from $1.25 up to $3.25. It's extended, so they short over here at 3. This thing goes up to 4.75. They're down. They're down by 50%, something like that. So, I mean, that's a huge loss if they're shorting. Now, same if you're buying long, if you're going long, you don't want to buy up here at 530 and just kind of hoping that it's going to go higher. No, you want to look at the charts, at the patterns, and recognize them, and see why you're getting at the place. See why you're getting in at the place that you're getting. See if it makes sense. Um, I try to make these videos so you guys can learn from them, and if you have any questions, I'm glad to help. Like I've told several of my friends, I could talk stocks all day. So if you guys have any questions over my trading, or if you'd like to learn how to trade, just send me a message and I will be glad to help you. All right, thank you.